So if you want to sit beside her, I'll put Dash in your lap. And then we can switch. Come here, Dash. Come on, buddy.
I see you. Yeah.
Alright, let's get turned around there, Dash.
Look at that little tiny.
Oh no. This is Chloe. Alright.
Chloe?
I'm gonna kind of set her on her forearm.
Which one?
This one. There you go.
Awesome.
Perfect. And I'm gonna get a little bowl of rice for him too. There you go, there's that one. Can you get that over there? And then I'll get some pictures for y'all. Oh, that's-
She's really little.
Dash is like, what is going on? Gotta get the kangaroo in there. So yeah, in the wild, sloths typically live to 20 to 30 years, but in captivity, there were two sloths, Jan and Paula, and they made it to 52 and 54, and they were in Germany.
Wow.
In Costa Rica, it is illegal to hold sloths now, and the reason for that is that everybody was running into the jungle and grabbing the sloths and letting all the cruise ships hold the sloths. So you're running out of sloths, and the sloths weren't living very long.
Well,
So
yeah,
Costa-
you gotta follow the mom.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not just that. It's so nobody wants to hold a wild sloth because it's covered between 100 to 200 bugs. So they dip it in bleach, which kills off the bugs, which kills off the bacteria, which makes the sloth pass away after a month or so. So you're getting rid of the population. So Costa Rica was like, nope, no more holding the sloths. So which is good because you shouldn't try to hold a wild animal, whether it's a deer or a hog or a sloth. It's like they don't want to be held. Our sloths came to us, at least 3 of them, from a veterinarian and a breeder. And his first sloth he got 30 years ago, and that was an injured sloth that couldn't go back to the jungle. And so from that point on, he was breeding them and has been breeding them. And that's the reason that they're not covered in bugs, but they're healthy. And then we know all the genetic trails and all the genetic history.
Right. Because in Roanoke, they were gonna let them do that,
Mm-hmm.
and then they decided not to.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, they decided that it wasn't a good idea.
And they pretty much have to want to do it from birth. So Flash, he's been here like almost 4 years now, and he's about 7. But before that, he was never interacted with. He was behind the glass. He was never touched. He was never petted. And it took John, almost 2 years of just feeding him every day at 10, 10:30. And he normally just comes out right now, and that's why I'm kind of surprised that he hasn't. But we've never made a move to hold him, and he hasn't made a move to come on us. If he wants to and does, that's great, but we're never going to force him to.
Yeah.
So the fact that he even lets us pet him and stuff is good. And when we're done with this, you guys can look in here and you can see his 2-story area, and he's just upstairs in his hammock.
Hanging out.
Yeah. And Dash won't fall. He's messing with you. Like they can hold. I know. Everybody does it. And Zoe's kind of pushy. Like, if you lean back, like if you try to hold her, she's like, no, move. Like she's like, I'm going back.
It's this one?
No, there's another sloth in here. That's the first one that was our ambassador sloth that you could hold. And like when you have your first baby, you're kind of like, oh, be a little bit more gentle, make sure everything's
Yes,
okay.
yes.
But with the second and third, you're like, oh, you're good. So get a little bit more princess treatment on the first.
So this one is how old?
6 months and weighs right at 2 pounds.
Oh.
And Dash is 6.5 pounds.
6.5 pounds. 10 stick over. 10 looks like he knows you know.
And it's funny, a lot of people, they're like, what time is the best time of the year to see the sloths? I'm like, well, it's always 80 in that room. So
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter, like,
Yeah.
if you want to get out of the cold, then it's great, you know?
Yeah.
We had that snow, well, at least snow for here in
Yeah.
January, February, and it was like 6 inches. So we stayed upstairs in the camel condo, and seeing the camels run out and play in the snow was hilarious. I have a 9-year-old daughter, so I
She
guess,
was loving it.
yeah, I used her as an excuse. I was like, she wants to see.
But you wanted to see.
I did.
I would want to too, are you kidding me?
And it made great video and picture.
Oh my gosh, this would have been like,
Yeah.
this would have been like a heaven kind of place to be.
Oh yeah, as a kid, for sure.
No, as a nurse.
Oh.
I mean, I would have fucking loved it. Are you kidding me? It's like I love animals so much.
Did you work in the ER or?
All of the above.
All of
I
it,
did.
yeah.
I was dialysis, I was a person that worked in a lot of all the areas,
Right.
pretty much, which gave me a lot of variance. So I was
Mhm.
able to really help the doctors a lot.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah, toward the end of my career, because I'm 72 now, but toward the end of my career, I was working out of a doctor's office. And then he didn't want to let me go, he was being a jerk. Because I just wanted to do referrals, because it was so much easier,
Yeah.
because I was older. And I
Mhm.
said, I just want to stop with all, because I didn't really want to be in contact with everybody,
Right.
because I was getting older, and I knew my immune system wasn't going to put up with it, so.
Right. Yeah. Come in
Wanted to
contact
kind of
with
go
them.
a different direction, but he was insistent.
So once it's 75 to 80 degrees outside, both of the sloths have an outdoor area.
I noticed that,
So we just put up a stick, that way they can go outside.
hang out.
Yeah, and we want them to get them that vitamin C. You know,
Yeah.
we don't need no scurvy pirate sloths up in here. Although that would be hilarious.
I was reading about these guys a lot, and it's like they say for the first couple of years that the babies just learn from the parent, from the mother.
Well,
Not the male, but the female.
it's definitely not years. They can leave their mother within like a month.
Really?
Yep. And they only produce milk for like 2 to 3 weeks. And they don't keep milk on demand. You know, like most mammals, like they keep the milk on demand. Sloths are like, they're making it just for that time. And the reason for that is they are trying to keep any calorie expenditure down to a minimum.
Right.
Like they just want to expend no energy. That's also the reason that they only use the bathroom every 7 to 10 days.
Yeah, I read that too.
Yeah, and they actually come down out of the tree in the
Oh.
same spot and use the bathroom. And Flash actually left us a present, looks like last night. Which, you know, maybe people think it's weird, but seeing Flash come down out of the tree and hold the thing and dance, and I'm like, it's exactly like, I like showing people exactly what it is, you know? I'm like,
Yeah.
this is what happens. And so in the wild, that sloth moth is then gonna crawl up on them because it's living in that pile of poop. And then when it's in their fur, they're gonna have between 100 to 200 bugs. And then when they groom themselves, that's when they get the bacteria on their claws and they ingest it.
Right.
The biggest
That's what
thing,
makes them healthier, isn't it?
well, that's actually how they process their food.
Food, yeah, that's what I was reading.
Yeah, so if it gets really, really cold or really hot, which that's normally not going to kill off bacteria, but
Right,
cold
right.
would, right? And so if for some reason that dies off, they can't process their food. So every time they do use the bathroom, we're trying to look at it and say, hey, is it too hard or too soft? Do we need to adjust the diet a little bit? And then also, if it's really bad, we switch to like a probiotic. And then if we had to do a fecal transfer, we could. And that works, but we're really just trying to always just keep them healthy. That's the reason we're like, make sure your hands are clean. Like, we're trying to not, you know, don't want a 6 sloth. But also having 4 sloths helps because you can be like, it's easier to keep that life culture because you have 4.
Right, because you have the interaction.
Yeah.
Yep. Look at hers is falling asleep.
Oh, yeah. 15 to 20 hours a day.
Yeah, that's what I read. That's insane.
And I think the baby sleeps more than that because I was hanging out with her a good bit yesterday, just making a video, and she'd just fall asleep. And I was like, I'm thinking she's like 22 hours. She just wakes up to eat, that's it. She's like a baby. I'm like, human babies sleep more.
Human babies sleep a lot too, though.
Yeah, that's
They
what I'm
do.
saying. I'm like, especially, that 6 month phase, I'm like, most of the time it's sleep.
Yeah, it is. She's really loving us rice. So it's not the milk, because they were saying that, well, the thing I was reading stated that it was the milk that they were drinking. It wasn't any solid or anything, out in the wild, obviously. But that they get all their learned behavior from the mother.
Yeah.
That first, 2 years or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so like how a bird, or I guess a lot of other animals, chew it up and then they give it to the
Yeah.
babies. They're doing the same thing with them, so then that way they recognize the taste of the different leaves.
Right, and they said that the smell of the mother
Yeah.
gets into them, and that's how they know. It's interesting. And then they follow the pattern of the mother.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
And a lot of times the mom will give up that tree and let the baby have that and just go to a different one.
That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you were right. It's to have it have its own habitat or area. It was interesting.
I think in that new bill in Congress, they're thinking about doing that. Like parents got to move out and give kids their houses. I'm just kidding.
No.
You were looking at
No,
me like
not happening.
Somebody's probably listening online. Like, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
I was gonna do that. I take everything. I have responsibility.
No.
I'll get one of
But both
those.
my kids have houses. We're good.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
I know.
being funny.
Now the grandkids, I don't know, maybe. Although Hunter has his own house now, he's almost done with it, and Jake's finishing the kitchen with him and the electrical in it. My husband, he goes over and helps him.
It's beautiful up there. We always go up there to go to the Golly and the new. So drive through road.
The new River Valley, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty up that way.
Go up there and kayak that.
You can do the, what is the other one, the James River.
Yes, the James is pretty.
It's not as good, I don't think, but
No, the Golly gets a little bit exciting sometimes.
you haven't lived till you go up to Niagara Falls. Go take the rapid ride.
Yeah, one of the guys from the Ocoee area, Jesse Sharp, tried to kayak off Niagara Falls and kind of messed up a little bit.
Can't do that.
Yeah, he did okay on Foster Falls down the road. It's about 100 feet, but I think he landed on the rocks on Niagara, so didn't work out for him.
No, that is the end of his life.
Yeah, he didn't calculate that one right.
No, that would be the end of his life. Yeah, my brother, when we were up there, I had taken the boys, because I had a lot of brothers, and I had taken all the boys in my car, and we went to Niagara Falls so I could do something with them to just keep them entertained, because they were annoying.
Yeah.
And they're running around like maniacs. Some guy came up to my brother Chip, handed him his wallet, and jumped.
What?
Yeah, talk about something that made, he's like, this guy just jumped.
Oh man.
And I said, what? And he goes, he handed me his wallet and he jumped.
That's crazy.
I know, so we had to call the park police.
Yeah.
Get somebody down there, and it's like, oh my God. And I go, are you sure he jumped? And Chip goes, yeah, he jumped. It's like, oh my God. I said, why'd he pick you? He goes, who the heck knows?
Yeah. I think I'd have to go get somebody a hug after that.
Yeah, he was really upset. It was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, that was our bad day. We've had a lot of good ones up there, but, because it's a good place to let 6 boys run around and
Yeah.
act like idiots. It's a fun place to run off some steam.
Do you guys want to try to switch?
Yeah, you can if you want, so you can do the baby for a little while. The baby's starving. Look at that, look at Dash.
You are just a mess.
But the cutest little mess ever.
She is. She's like, I'm just going to concentrate on my food. distract me. You're okay. You don't have to do it now.
Okay.
Just let her. Come on here to me, sweetie.
She says, I want my food.
I know she does.
You're biting me. Okay.
Got it?
Let me just leave her up.
There you go. Food everywhere. It's your turn.
How can I hurt you?
You get to have this one.
Alright. Can you give me a little bit more help? Yes, thank you.
I'm gonna take this stuff out of my pocket that's easy and uncomfortable.
No problem. You
There
okay?
go. Yep, I'm good.
I'm just gonna move my arm.
Hi.
Chloe's like, what happened? I'm still chewing my rice down here. Come here, sweetie. I know you got me down a little bit. I got you. You're like a little Velcro baby. You're like Kobe's so fragile with her, you know? There we go. There
She's starving.
Sweatshirt?
I'm gonna have to get a speaker in here and play some tunes. We need some of that office music. Why didn't you bring it from the doctor's office?
Yeah, seriously, huh?
I really have tried to play Bob Marley for them to see if they would move. And
They don't move.
they haven't moved to Bob Marley. And then I've tried like Frank Sinatra. They haven't moved to that. And I think I'm gonna try the blues next. That's what somebody said I should try.
The blues?
Yeah.
How about rock and roll?
Well, you know,
They're sloths.
we don't want any sloths doing any headbanging. We think that that could get out of control.
Yeah, do we think it will get out of control? Possibility. Yeah.
And here's some rice for Dash too, if you want some.
Come here, Mr. Dash.
So Dash really used to be almost jet black, like how Chloe's brown. If he doesn't want any, that's fine. He may be just more inquisitive. Let's see if he wants a little
He's
sip.
gonna check me out because I have dogs. My dog hangs out on me. I bet he smells my dog.
There you go. See if he wants that.
Do I need to cut it up?
Nah, that's fine. He's gonna chew on it. And you can let it go once he gets it in there. Yep. He'll let go with one of his little claws and hold on to it and sit there and chew on it and play with it.
Maybe. He's actually eating it.
There we go. We found what he wanted.
He wanted a carrot. You're like my dog. My dog loves carrots. Andy's in love with carrots.
these
Andy
look-
and Charlotte both love carrots.
Very similar, but these are sweet potatoes.
Oh yeah, they like that too.
Which I didn't know until I was probably like 28 that sweet potatoes were naturally sweet.
Yeah, and they're good for dogs.
Because like my grandparents had always put marshmallows all over them growing up and stuff, you know? And then when I finally ate one, I was like, these are good. You don't need marshmallows.
You don't lie, they're delicious.
I know.
I put it in the dog food because I make all their food.
Oh, it's great.
I know. They have sweet potatoes and carrots, and we have pumpkin. They love pumpkin too. They go nuts for pumpkin. Mr. Dash really likes this stuff.
Good.
Look at her going nuts. Yeah, he's hanging on to me. He's letting me feed him. You are so thin.
Yeah, any chance they have to use less energy, they do it.
I know. They're like laid back. God, I love it. Guys are laid back.
So another cool thing about the sloths is that they have 46 ribs, 2 sets of 23, and then all of their internal organs are attached to each other and to their ribs with a connective tissue. And the reason that that is important is they fall to the trees probably once a week in the wild from like 100 feet. So, you know, like if we get in a car wreck, our big injury is like our organs moving
Organs,
around,
yeah.
that's secondary impact, so they don't get it. Also that helps because they're upside down and everything's pressing against them. So if they had their full stomach contents pushing against them, they wouldn't be able to breathe. And 30% of their body weight would be pretty huge to try to breathe against.
Yeah, good. I loved that. I see what you mean about the eyes.
Mm-hmm. And there's more of the sweet potatoes if you want some.
Yeah, I tried to give him some more, but he didn't seem to want it, but
That's fine.
I think he smells the dog on my jacket.
Yeah, they do have a good sense of
Yeah,
smell.
they do.
I think
Yeah.
most of the people that work here have dogs, but they seem pretty chill. Like all the animals would smell. And my dog, probably the first week or two, they kind of were like, "Oh, what's that smell?" But after that, they're just like, "Oh yeah, here comes a thing that smells like 100 different animals."
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's got to be weird for your pet at home, you know? Like,
Yeah, because I can't wait to go home and let Mandy smell
Yeah.
it. She's gonna be like, "What have you been into?"
Yeah.
You're mine. Do you not know that? Charlotte could care less, but Mandy, she cares.
But these guys really don't make much of a smell, and that's what helps them avoid detection. Like they don't sweat.
Right, I read that too.
Yeah.
But they don't. But they have to be kept warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta be in a warm environment.
And they can actually slow their metabolism all the way down to only like 300 calories a day.
Yeah, I read that too.
But they never enter a form of hibernation nor torpor. They just slow,
So that,
Yeah, slow down.
it just slows the process, yeah.
which is pretty amazing.
Yes, it is. Look,
I think we probably wish we could speed ours up or just control it in general, you know. That'd be pretty awesome. Be like, it's Thanksgiving. I need to burn 10,000 calories today.
Really? Where's the boy? He's sleeping now.
Chloe is the slowest eater.
Can you videotape that
Yeah.
on her phone?
Uh-huh.
She gets a video of it. She's got the baby sloth.
Here's the food.
Thank you. I didn't even catch your name, I'm sorry.
Kevin.
Kevin, got it. Hi, it's Marty. Well, can I have more?
It's always different after using one kind of phone, you know, you're like, how does this work?
No rights, no nothing, just love it. Yeah, I could have you at home. You would sit with me in the recliner and we'd just freaking rock our asses off. Yeah, it'd be fun. He wants his picture taken. He's looking back. She's still eating, holy crow.
With her eyes almost closed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta put on that.
He's having fun. He's watching Kevin.
They're always like, what is that noise?
I
What's
know.
going on?
So awesome.
I can pretty much guarantee as soon as Chloe finishes eating, she's just gonna go to sleep.
She's a baby.
Yeah.
They're little guys.
So another cool thing about the sloths is they are in the superorder of Zothorans, and the other animals that are in that are the three-banded armadillo and also the giant anteater. And what that means is hinged spine, so they are the only mammals that can make themselves into balls. So you know, like how when they crawl up, that's a ball, and then only the three-banded armadillo. So the rest of the armadillos can't do it. Yep, so only a three-banded and then the anteater.
That's it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I like how he sits with his tongue out. Yep, I know you smell something. You have a piece of rice on there.
A lot of people wonder how that they can just hang upside down all day. Their relaxed state is pretty much like this. So when they're holding on to you like that, they're not actually exuding any effort.
Yeah.
So like, you know, when you can feel when I go to move them, it's like they feel like they're stuck because then they have to actually think about their muscles and relax to open it up.
They're like my kind of people. We're relaxed because we're older. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
had to force myself to slow down.
in the wild, they're gonna live to like 20 or 30, and that has to do with like electrical lines, loss of environment, predators. But in captivity, there were two Gene and Paula. I may have already said this. They were 52 and 54, and then we had one here at the Smithsonian that was 49.
49. And this is really?
So they will probably outlive us.
Yeah, most likely. See, I should have got one when I was a kid. I just raised it up.
But I think they act the most like turtles. That's what I think they act like. Because, you know, they kind of munch a little bit and then they just sit there. I was like, that's exactly what a turtle does. I was like, it's just cuddly. He may be good, yeah, if he's not turning towards it.
Somebody was chewing on my things. I wasn't sure if he was still hungry. You do smell that dog, honey. I know you do. And I even watched this thing. It still smells like dog. Nothing I can do about it. She's a smelly little bugger.
So the reason that there aren't really too many three-fingered sloths in North America is they really need to eat the leaves of the sarcopia tree.
Yeah, that's what I read.
And the sarcopia tree does not natively grow in North America. Someone kept saying that they had seen one, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna look it up. So Fort Worth Zoo in Texas does have a three-fingered sloth, but it's Texas, and they probably have a nice friend with a jet who flies and goes and gets them leaves. So if they're watching and they want to get us leaves for koalas and other stuff too, we would love it. But that's the reason that we don't have a three-fingered sloth or a koala. Because you have to get the leaves for the koala, the eucalyptus leaves. And that's expensive.
Yeah, no lie. Eucalyptus is expensive.
Yeah. We are hoping to eventually build like a little greenhouse for the sloths and then do lodging on each side of it. So then that way the sloths would have a cool area to roam around and then smaller lodging on the side. Right now the sloth suite is right above us. So if you're staying up there, you get flash for a roommate. So there's like a big glass window. And then on the two hidden bunk rooms, they're set up like Narnia. Like you open the wardrobe and you go into them. And then on the floor is two hidden portals like windows. And you can look down and see camels and baby kangaroos.
That's cool.
Yeah, kids love it. I mean, I like it.
How much is it to stay there?
So it holds 10 people. So
Well,
it's
what about if just two people stay there?
it's the
Still
same
the
price.
same price?
Yeah. So it's I think it's like between 600 and 700 because it's 3 master suites.
For how long?
I mean,
Like overnight?
yeah, but that's for 10 people, right? So the way I explain it to people is like, well, if you got a room at like the Hotel 6 for one room, you're usually pretty much at $100 at most hotels.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, if you put enough people in the sloth suite, it's a good deal. But I was like, 2 people staying in it, it's kind of chunky.
Yeah, that'd be expensive.
Yeah. A lot of times 2 people usually either stay in the Riverside cabin or the wagons. That's usually like where 2 people stay. And occasionally the barn loft, but the barn loft, it has like a longer set of stairs because it's the loft of the barn. But you know, some people are goo-goo about horses, like they got it.
My granddaughter,
Yeah.
she's the Western, from Virginia. She won the world championship.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, in Ocala.
Yeah.
And now she's going to the one it's out west somewhere. She's
That's
going to
pretty
compete
awesome.
in that one
Yeah.
with Nova.
That's cool.
She's all wound up about that.
What kind of?
It's their quarter horses
Okay.
that she has.
Is she doing like barrels or?
No, she does the Western dressage.
Oh
and
yeah.
Western something else.
Mhm.
I don't know all this crap. We watched her. Here's Jake and I. My future son-in-law came over and set it up on our TV so we could actually watch it.
Yeah.
because she was competing in Ocala.
Mm-hmm.
So we're watching it, and it was live, and that's when she won. And I said, Jake, I think she won. He goes, you think? And I said, yeah, I think she did. Look, I go, she's coming back out there. I said, I think she won. And sure as heck, here's our granddaughter. She won the world championship.
That's awesome.
Everybody was, our friends are calling us and stuff, and they're like, did you just see Amanda won? I said, yeah, we're actually watching it. It was freaking
awesome.
cool. I guess Keith or her dad posted it on Facebook right away.
Yeah.
So everybody was calling, and of course we're watching it, so
That's awesome.
we weren't sure,
Yeah.
because it's him and I, we don't know what we're doing. We're just watching her. But, yeah, she's like a determined young lady. She's like her. She's like, she gets focused on something, she doesn't get off of it.
Yeah. That's
So she
good.
gets it exactly right. But she bought her horses herself. She takes care of a barn. She's a barn manager. She goes to school for radiology. She's like the busiest kid I've ever seen. She has 3 jobs. She's a wild child. She just keeps on going.
That's cool.
I know. Her dad bought a place over in Boone's Mill that has a whole bunch of acres, and he grows the hay, and
Yeah.
so they can store the horses. And now she's asking Hoppa to come over and help build a lean-to barn for her horses, and he goes, yeah, I'll make time. It's like, Grandpa always goes, he makes time. You know, he gets his friends, come on over, he goes, Julie will feed ya. It's too funny,
Yeah.
have a barn raising.
How's Chloe doing with the rice over there?
Still going.
She is, look at her, she's like all about it.
Mm-hmm.
She's the cutest little bugger. Like, this one's yawning.
When she looks at you and she's like cleaning out her mouth, it's hilarious. You're like, are you good? Do you need help?
It like reminds me of work.
Doesn't it?
I work with disabled people,
Mm-hmm.
so having food all over, and
Yeah.
chewing with your mouth open. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're cuter than that.
He's falling asleep again. I'm just comfortable as heck.
Nice and relaxed.
Yeah, he's not even hanging on, really. You're right.
It's pretty cool how that relaxed state just keeps him up there.
It's insane. He should be falling down, but he's not. I always think you're falling, but you're not. You're definitely better than my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.